Good afternoon. Welcome to another one of these. So, Crystal Palace indoors. I'm going to run through a little bit of form with you just so we know where we are because it's not all about opinions. We need to look at the facts. So, if we look at where are we here? So, our form, as you're probably aware, the most blinding thing that's happened to us, match week 24. We drew 2-2 with Manchester City, and since then it's been loss. That includes Manchester United, Newcastle, Arsenal, Fulham. We haven't won this year, which it sounds less hysterical the more into March we eat. Crystal Palace, not pulling up any trees, it has to be said. But again, they've drawn with Forest. They beat Birmingham, beat Brighton and Hove Albion away, lost to Burnley. But again, 2-3. Wolves, they lost by a single goal. Manchester United lost by a single goal. So they've not really shamed themselves, whereas Spurs have been spanked by Arsenal. The Fulham game's 2-1, but it could have been 3-1. And Manchester United, again, it could have been more than the 2-0 loss. Looking at the bookmakers, what they're saying, they've got Spurs in tighter than Palace. No two ways about that. We're about 2.4 on average. Whereas Palace themselves, you're looking at about 3s is about the best you'll get. So there isn't much in it. There's like half a point. Look, if we lose tonight, which I hate to say because it's kind of pointing out the obvious, but I still see a lot of people on forums, chat rooms, message boards, call them what you will, failing to embrace the whole deal with the relegation and just how bad it would affect us. And again, if you haven't watched that video that I put up on my YouTube channel about the finance, I put that up about a week ago. That featured the guy who used to be at Sunderland. Really good, articulate numbers man. Really, really good, articulate numbers man. Watch that. Get yourself ahead of the curve. The financial repercussions of us going down are horrific. Not just pretty bad, but Levy's got to set us up the right way and all the rest of it. And I'm also seeing people talking about, Daniel Levy wasn't... This is ENIC. This is ENIC. They're all the flipping same. Okay, so stop. I keep telling you what to do, but what am I supposed to do? Tell you to say what you want so I can be angered further. Stop coming up with stupid things and hanging them on individuals' names. So it went through a phase. I think this is the 7 phases of depression or guilt or grief or whatever it might be. Went through this phase of hanging it all on Thomas Frank. Utterly irrelevant. I know you didn't like it. I didn't like it. But the reality is they hired him. But more to the point, they hired the players that failed under him. Who failed under Ange Postecoglou? Yes, you've got your trophy, but we finished 17th. We're on target to outdo that this term. I see fans still looking at the player selections and ranting at Igor, whatever his bloody name is, as if there is some failing in his brain, but he's got no players to work with. And fans saying, why has he got 2 goalkeepers on the bench? Kinski, I don't know from where, but I've seen that online a lot today, this morning, tipped for being benched off. Listen, I don't care. Because I think there's such a limitation to what any coach can do here. What I will say is if this doesn't go our way this evening, and call me old-fashioned, but it's Palace indoors at home, we need to boot Igor and we need to get Tim Sherwood in. Just somebody who might keep us up. Now, don't mistake my words. I don't want us to go down, but I've absolutely refused to argue with reality. And I don't see, I'm not even struggling, I'm failing to see how this can be hung on either Igor or Ange or Levy or Frank. This is you weeping because you don't understand why your dog has died. And I speak as somebody who's dealt with dead dogs over the years. There is no rational thought going through your brain. You just want to make it stop and bring it back and take it back to where it was when it was all right. And unfortunately, we're not talking about something as valuable and as useful as a puppy here. We're talking about our football club. These people have, I think, asset stripped us from within. ENIC, and this is the other thing as well. We're talking about Amanda Staveley coming in. Really? To buy what? This is not a doer-upper. This is nowhere near close to a doer-upper. This is a business that they built from a 22 million quid injection, which they borrowed. Do you understand that? If you don't understand it, fine, but stop talking. All right. And this is the same with like Alistair Gold. Hello, everybody. Hello. Talking about the atmosphere before the so-and-so game. Nobody cares. It's about scoring more goals than them. You know, it's the old Keith Allen line. We'll score one more goal than you. And if you don't understand the simplistics of the game, then you're in for a very, very disappointing life. So look, 8 o'clock tonight. I'll be live on the Substack. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think this lot are going to beat anybody. I don't think this lot have got a tune in them. But we cannot carry on, because once this game is lost, we're entering into the deeply unseemly world of football guesswork mathematics. That can't be allowed to happen. That can't be allowed to continue. I want Spurs to stay up, but a part of me, because my brain isn't attached to my heart, and if you go to medical school, they'll show you how that works. My brain is telling me that Enoch need the kicking of their lives. And for those of you, bless you, who are telling us to get behind the team, let me tell you, my back is broken from carrying these bums. They hired so badly, so many deadbeat after deadbeat after deadbeat, including some coaches. I don't think Thomas Frank is a disaster. I'm not here to defend him, but I think you're missing the point. You know, this is like a hot air balloon is hurtling towards the ground, and you're debating where you bought the string from that was attached to the helium balloon. You're kind of missing out on what's coming up fast, and it's the rocks and tufts of grass beneath you. So Spurs must win. A draw isn't good enough. Igor is another irrelevance, but as so the wheel turns, the bone and tissue has to snap, and that's just the way the world works. That's it for now. Good luck, and don't forget, folks, keep it